what are we gonna do? We're gonna unbox this. This was something that is interesting because it was double requested. What do I mean by that? I mean that Fender Guitars asked me if I would be interested in reviewing it. Just gonna that. And this actually, before Fender even said anything to me, this would definitely be something I could say. We have tons and tons of emails about checking out. So this is the Mustang GT 100. All right, we have it plugged in. Here we go. What do we got here? All right, somewhere's a power switch. Can't imagine this thing's too hard to figure out. This is really one of those things where I want to see just how do you figure it out. So we turned it on. Screen's kicking on. And takes a second to boot up. So the box looks like it was opened. The outer box was sealed, but the inner box was opened. I don't know if this is like a B stock or a return, or if they just opened it up and maybe they added the new presets in it. So let's take a look. And I have to be somewhat aware, reading briefly, what new presets they've added into this amp. And I was excited about a couple of them. I think the Mark IIc by Mesa Boogie was one of the presets. There was a Klon Centaur pedal added to it, and some Friedman amp, which, so obviously I have a Mesa Boogie Mark V Mini, and I have a Friedman PT20, so I thought, this is basic clean. I want to just go through the presets. This is probably going to be the most different video than I've ever done. Usually I kind of edit videos and streamline them. If that's what you're looking for, probably not going to be happy. I'm just going to videotape what happens. So the basic clean, the first thing is that it's really harsh on my ears. That has nothing to do with this amp. I just find solid state and digital amps to always be so harsh clean. You know, so if you... Man, that just... I don't know what it is. The attack is always too quick, and the high frequency, it just spikes immediately to my ear. That is where a lot of times a lot of players will say, you know, when they talk about Axe effects and you talk about modelers and you talk about tube amps, to me, it's just everybody's going to have different opinions. You know, what's the saying? Different strokes for different folks. But here's the issue for me. When it comes to heavy distortion, that's where actually my ear gets a little lost when I'm listening. You know, if I'm playing a lot of distortion, you know, is that a tube amp? Is that a solid state amp? Is that a modeler? You could detect it a little bit. I'm sure I can find it most of the times, but it gets a little lost in translation. You know, I don't know if I necessarily want to play it. I'm like, what I notice on stage, you know, is this a modeler or is this an amp? But clean is just a giveaway to me every time. So it's not a bad clean. It's decent. It's just you have to adjust your picking attack. So if I strum soft, which is normally what I do, but if I just go ahead and do if I add a little bit of attack in the end, that treble comes out. So we got Aussie rock. Country. Boosted British. This is a 70s British with a mono tape. And a Mythic drive. That's got to be the... Okay, this I hate less. Ambient wash. Okay, I like that it's got a simple compressor already. It's a little too much, right? Basic acoustic simulation. Okay, go to the middle position. Let's go. Next sounds better. I thought for acoustic the middle would be great. Okay, I like this too. It's always a good sign when you're warming up to something. Blues, 1951. Yeah, not a big fan of that. This is FBE 100. So this is new. This is the Friedman FBE 100. Heavy noise gate on this too. I can hear it's choking it off. This is one of those sounds where I don't know if I particularly like the way it sounds, but I like the way it feels when I'm playing. Yeah, there's that feedback. So there's the noise gate that killed the feedback off. Okay, Hell's Gate. Another thing about processor amps, I don't want to say processor, but these multi-effects amps that I don't like is that each channel, they can't seem to even the channels out. The volumes never seem to be the same. And it's a really tough thing to say because I don't know if necessarily if tube amps wouldn't have the same problem if they had multiple channels, but it doesn't seem to be. This is a Metal 2000, heavily gated. Okay. Purple Rain, huh? Oh, right. I like this a lot. This is cool. Bassbreaker 15 is a new preset as well too. This is obviously based on their Bassbreaker 15 watt amp, which I've owned. And this is pretty similar. It's got the squishy thing happening. Okay, this is kind of weird. So I like the Friedman BE 100 more than I like the Bassbreaker 15. I played both those amps. I have no question in my mind when I'm thinking those amps. I like the BE, but on these presets, I like this Bassbreaker 15 preset way better than the Friedman preset. Breathe. So it's cool. It's kind of like an envelope filter thing happening. Okay, so a vibe unit. This screen is really cool. It's a really impressive screen in the idea that it just immediately tells me what's going on. I feel like I within a short period of time messing with this amp, I feel like I know what's going on with the amp. Sure. Synth whiz, huh? basic. Oh, okay, so this is the basic 2C clean. So this is the Mesa Boogie Mark II clean. Yeah, this is a much better clean. A little harsh on the end still, just can't help it. It could be the speaker, could be the program. Again, if I'm staying, really light touch. But as soon as if I add any kind of, that harshness comes back. Okay, Irish anthems. Well, yeah, they're okay. We're not really going for that. Cool. Next. Beantown filling. This is Acoustic Simulator. Oh man, I like this. That's cool. Metal Rhythm. This is got the Mark IIc again. This is the lead channel. Nice. This is sustain. This is a 65 twin. Okay, I like this. This is good. And it's probably, it says sustain. So a sustain, I'm assuming they're going to be using a sustainer, which is like a compressor. Yeah, I like that. This is what I would use. Basic 65 Deluxe. See, I like the 65 Deluxe for the breakup. A lot of people like it for the clean. I use the amp on the clean, but mine's modded a little bit, and I have a greenback Celestion in it. And that's the sound I'm going for, is this kind of like that. 57 Deluxe. Now, to me, that's more of that blues Bonamassa kind of. Here's your basic 57 twin. I'll do the same lick. Just lose that chime without that delay. Ah, the basic 59 Bassman. Yeah, you know what? This is what I would think that sounded like if you could get the Bassman to sound this quiet. Yeah. Like I like my Bassman 59, same thing. Turn, just crank that sucker. '60s thrift. Basic British watch, nope. Oh. Can I have a little reverb to that? Okay, so this is more in line what I would use. I like everything just a little crunchy, no fizz. definitely this is where I would live. Basic 70s British. Here's a basic supersonic. That's one of my favorite Fender amps. I don't know if I'd call that the supersonic. But here's the way to tell, because if I take the knob, turn it quarter turn back, the intro to the original videos were the supersonic. Yeah, it's supersonic-esque. It's got the thing that I... I like it. Okay. Basic 90 stack. That's a metal zone. Okay. Basic metal 2000. See, I like it better than the other one, but it's the same thing. Too much bass, too much fizz, and a hollow soundingness. I know that's kind of mid-scoop, but... You know, for a lead, this... It's gonna be a 6-hour-long video. Okay, what do we got? Basic, oh, this is the basic 2C plus lead. Okay, this reacts better because there's not so much low end frequency. So I wonder if I turn up the bass. Hold on. No, see, bass just makes everything muddy. That's right. Okay, so here's the bass breaker 15 low, it says. This is way better. This is where the amp lives, man. I'm telling you. Bass breaker 15 mids. Same thing. This is great. You know, I like Fender amps. I think I own 6 or 7 of them, right? And as a Fender amp person, which I think I could say I am, this modeling Fender amps I think is great. I really think if you're thinking about getting into Fender amps, you know, maybe this is for you. A lot of players, you know, when I play Fender amps, they don't like them. There's some tonalities about Fender amps people don't like. I think if you're not a Fender amp fan, I don't know if the Mustang could win you over. Luckily for Fender, they're the largest amp seller in the world, so I would imagine most of you are some kind of a Fender amp fan. Basic Studio Pre. Oh yeah, put some reverb on that. Oh, whatever this is. Number 42, man. That's great. I'm already kind of shocked. I found way more presets that I like versus don't like. This is chorus. It's nice. That's a 65 twin. Basic delay. We get the idea. Basic vibrato, phaser, shimmer, tremolo. It's cool. This is really cool if you're new to effects, because you're just getting like... These are great for swells. Spoonful. This is cool. Nocturne? No, just whatever, no. Huckleberry Jammin'. 60 British, which this is a 60s British. E minor, Avenger. Oh, I get it. Okay, oh, where's the pawn key? Okay, Johnny Marklean. That's nice. Little chorus, a little delay, a little breakup. Okay, good. So this just goes on forever. Nasty Champ. So I get it. This is if you're recording a song and you want the intro to be like... Green Cliffs. Oh, see? Like that. Yeah, that's it. Angry Rodent. So that's got to be like a rat, right? Yeah, so it's a rat pedal through an 80s British Marshall. 90s American. This is called Liquid Solo. Baritone clean. Oh. That's pretty cool, man. Little delay issues. Just to get that tic-tac sound. Yeah. Yeah, it warbles too fast. You gotta go. Yeah. I guess for practicing it'd be good, but I wouldn't want to be live somewhere trying to figure this out. You go slow enough, you got it. Pantera, huh? Cortez, dig that? Try to get to 100, right? British Steel. Immediately fail. As soon as it's metal. This is Mick the Hoople? Pasadena Phaser. really trained. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little weird breakup to it. In a year, they didn't know what they were gonna get. This is the sound I think that every band has when in the 70s, where they ran out of ideas and they just made this sound effect. Swirlin' Ditty. Yep. Okay, so that was 100 sounds on the new Mustang GT 100 with the 2.0, and I have to admit I like it. I would use it for all of its low gain purposes. I thought they sounded fantastic, and there were some of the weird sounds in there I thought were just fun, and definitely would use those as well. All of the high gain stuff I just had no use for in this amp. I don't know what it is. Now I'm pretty sure turned down to the lowest setting for like night play, you probably wouldn't notice a lot of things that I didn't like about the distortions, the high gain distortions. So overall, I like the amp. Compared to the Katana, here's what I would tell you. If you're looking for a more of a high gain metal amp in the modeling sense, I would definitely look at the Katana over the Mustang GT 100. If, however, you're looking for the rock, blues, and even hard rock genres and cleans, I would look at this, the Fender GT 100. The overall flexibility, though, of what you get with this is pretty hard to knock. I mean, having the fact that it has a Bluetooth in it, you can Bluetooth send music from your phone into it. It has Wi-Fi, it updates. There's obviously the hooking up your computer and hooking up to your app is the same as the Katana. But also, a lot of what I kind of thought was going to happen happened. Some underwhelming sounds. The new sounds, out of the new sounds, I liked the definitely the Klon Centaur kind of sound, and I think I liked the Bass Breaker 15 probably the most. And of most of the sounds, I think I would probably pick that Bass Breaker 15 for the distortion sound, and then pick a good clean with a compressor on this. And I would definitely be able to use this amp, utilize it to some degree. Very impressed. Want to thank again the guys at Fender Guitars for sending this to me, especially for being open-minded and saying, hey, we'll send it to you. You give whatever opinion you feel is warranted. It takes a lot in today's day and age for companies to take that kind of risk, especially on the social media markets, to let people just say, hey, this is what I think about it. And so, you know, if you're, I'm sure if you have a question about what do I think about this running pedals in front of this, I don't know. I think if you're going to be a pedal person and use pedals, I'm a huge fan of the Fender Super Champ X2. That's what I put my pedals in front of compared to this. There's just no way this is going to take over that position for me. And they're in the same price categories. So Super Champ X2 all day for a pedal platform amp. That's how it is for me. Even over the Katana, without a doubt, for me. And as always, guys, I want to thank you so much for your time. And until next time, know your gear.